Who would have thought that Hotel Transylvania 3 would end up being Sony Picture Animation's most successful franchise? It spawned a sequel, a TV show, various shorts, and a third film in the trilogy, Hotel Transylvania 3. Simple title, but I wonder what happened to the subtitle that was Summer Vacation. Am I crazy? I remember seeing that when it was in theaters. I hate when movies do that. It'll hit home video and then they'll try to retroactively change the title. In any case, let's take a look at the latest in this franchise and see what horror is in store. The visionary style of director Genndy Tartakovsky returns for the third installment of the Hotel Transylvania series. This time around, the main characters decide to take a vacation, leaving the hotel for a fabulous monster cruise, the first of its kind. The ship is run by a female woman, but secretly she's the great-granddaughter of Van Helsing, who's planning to succeed in the family's goal of destroying Dracula and all the monsters. I like this plot a bit better than the previous entry, especially since it gets us out of the hotel for a new experience. Sure, the movie is still literally called Hotel Transylvania, but that shouldn't dictate the borders of the locations. It's nice to see new designs, different kinds of jokes, and some new characters. This series has been surprising me for how fresh the comedy can be, even if they're slowly moving away from making any kind of humor revolving around the classic horror or the monster tropes. Instead, we see a wide range of jokes, all very visual and all very funny. I can't really think of a moment that fell flat. There's these silly fish guys that make me laugh every time I see them. There's a really funny moment with a chupacabra that goes by so quickly it took me a second viewing to really understand what was going on. But a lot of the humor comes from the vacation experience in general. In order to pull off a good family trip movie, you need to have it feel relatable to the audience, and I feel that they succeed often. Whether it be about the horrible airplane ride, Frankenstein spending way too much time gambling, or the werewolf parents finally getting away from the children. It all works because you've seen these situations before. The animation is still top-notch, the character designs are addicting, there's so many forced perspectives and angles, and I really enjoy this color palette. It's really interesting to watch something that takes place on the ocean and beaches, but almost entirely at night. There's not many sunny scenes, which helps to make it unique from the other summer films. The design for Van Helsing is full-on zany. It's even funnier because somehow this guy has been alive for almost 200 years just to hunt down Dracula. It's pure determination. I'm really glad they added Van Helsing to this one, especially the love dynamic between the secret villain and Dracula. It goes back to what made the first movie work so well, which was essentially a love story between two people who don't normally go together. The villain, played by Kathryn Hahn, is entertaining in her dialogue and in the way she moves. I'm always fascinated by all the different ways these characters can make their facial expressions and body composition. It's like a big budget version of a Jay Ward cartoon. The finale is something that almost never works in modern kids movies, with a bunch of overused songs being incorporated, but in this case, it's so creative how it all comes together, and while something like the Macarena has been overdone, I can't help but enjoy it. I can see why they chose this dance because watching these designs move in this way is so engaging. I don't think the Hotel Transylvania movies need to do anything more than take advantage of jokes that can be made and keep up with the animation style. I come in to see something fun and appealing, and this goes the extra mile by being so different from anything else currently being done. This could be the franchise that's being milked by Sony with the big name comedy actors just to make a bunch of money every few years, but I only ever see the creativity shine through. Sure, on a narrative and voice acting level, like I said with the previous entries, I don't think it's really accomplishing much, and this time around it feels like there's almost too many characters, like everyone's just trying to fit their lines in wherever they can, but you don't need it to be perfected because the elements that work perfectly. I hear there's a fourth one coming out in 2021, and I'll be happy to take in anything that Tartakovsky has planned next. Thanks to Ryan for this Patreon request, and thanks to all my Patreon supporters. For only $7, you can get your own monthly movie review. Ask me to review anything I haven't already. There's also other perks like blogs, exclusive videos, and early access. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and thanks so much for watching this video.